This is a tiny loft that only a small character can make their home.
Can we build and decorate in just 15 minutes? Ready,
Set,
go!
The size of the build is 4 by 2 blocks. The height is 3 blocks high. It's a 2-story build. You must use the empty staircase room. Facilities that you must have: a living room, kitchen, a bedroom and a bathroom. Then it must be a livable space and it must feel lived in. So the question is, why are we being crazy enough to try this challenge? I tend to build too big and then my build gets out of hand.
I just wanted to have my main character, a Volpera Brewmaster monk, to have a house that fits her very small size, with her own brewing station. That is, in this case, coffee brew. And it was at this point that we realized that we were way in over our heads. The 15-minute deadline was reached. We had failed the time limit of the challenge. But we had enjoyed this tiny loft project so much that we decided to push through and finish what we started.
Okay.
So we've spent an hour in total to build this tiny house challenge.
And
It's nowhere near done.
no. Well, at least you've got a roof.
Yeah, well, I kind of cheated and readjusted it.
You've got a
as
roof,
well.
so that is
Oh
better than
wow,
mine.
this feels very very steep.
You've got to jump up, basically. At least your stairs work. Oops,
Oh,
I
wow.
glitched through the wall. Oh, how did that
Yeah,
happen?
my walls are all glitched.
It's because you
completely.
resized it.
Yeah,
Okay, well at least your structure is
yeah.
nearly complete. That's
There's some random floating stuff outside, but I
Where?
suppose this is.
no, that's the roof of where you come in. It's a modern roof.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a modern roof. It's
Okay.
not floating.
Okay.
Okay, this is lovely, Taara.
This is lovely, Aurora.
I'm horrified. I'm actually horrified
That we
it's,
couldn't build it
that
done.
it's taken an hour and we know we're done.
Yeah, I love how your one is like the opposite way. Mine was the opposite.
Oh, the
Yeah.
stairs, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I'm looking in a mirror.
Well, at least your stairs work.
Okay.
So my stairs are too steep.
Interesting.
Well, it's
Wow.
it's
Didn't
lovely.
you go over the height?
No, I did not. I am within the height.
It doesn't look that way.
No, I'm within the height.
Okay.
I stuck to the height.
That's
Yours is
lovely.
smaller than the height.
Yeah.
Okay, well done.
Thanks. Well done.
But I'm horrified.
That it's not done yet.
No. You know, it actually means that if you think your house took you a week to build,
It's probably
it's
longer.
probably like 2 weeks rather.
I would say for all of my previous builds, it has taken like plus minus 4 to 5 hours per build, and that's like including the landscaping and
That's
stuff.
what you think, right?
No, that's like when I have to edit the video.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, proof.
That's like the proof.
The interesting fact is that we actually used walls.
Mm.
And even with the walls, it took us this long to get it built.
I know, but we had to like resize it.
Yeah, but still, you would think it goes much faster
you
because
would.
of the walls.
You know what? My house looks like a shed.
No, it does not. I need to put store somewhere. But it's very cute. It feels cozy even though there's no lighting.
What do you mean, no lighting? Look at these big windows.
Yeah, I mean you haven't put any
bolt holes.
lighting stuff, and it feels quite cute and cozy.
I'm
I
having
can't say the
second
same
thoughts.
of mine. But we solidly failed. You realize
Yeah,
that?
we solidly failed.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. You know, I thought with all of the housing builds that we have done, we would be able to do this in
Yes.
15 minutes.
No, I thought
or
about
at
an hour.
least 30 minutes. You know, I wasn't expecting the hour one to actually be reached.
You thought I was crazy when I said an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. But, yeah, okay. So the challenge is over, but we need to still finish the house.
Yeah.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
So after roughly 4 to 7 hours of building spread over 3 days' time, we finished our tiny little lofts. good ideas take time to develop.
Yeah.
And as you build, your ideas change. You get new ones.
Yeah.
And sometimes changing them is for the better.
Oh, for sure.
Aurora, how has your vision changed of what you were gonna build from the moment that you started up until now with a finished product?
Yeah, I wanted more wood feel. And then once I had put my structure in place, then I realized, but I'm missing windows. I still want windows. So I needed to swap it out with the different items. I had to change the walls. So, but I believe that made it better. Because the wood feel is still there, but I wanted the more open feel that windows also give you.
Yeah.
That you don't feel boxed in.
Yes, because this is look, let's face it, this is a very tiny build.
Yeah.
It's like, what, 2x4?
It's tiny. Yeah,
blocks.
2x4 is not very huge.
It's so small.
I'm used to
in comparison
building
to the rooms that we've done before.
Yeah, and I tend to build too big. So I wanted to do this challenge to force me to try to build smaller, and it was quite hard.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we did it.
Definitely.
Because it was a lot of fun to do.
Lots of fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching.
See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.